welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, do me a huge favor and click that subscribe button down below for content like this and many more. For all your current subscribers, I just want to continue to say thank you so much for the support. I really appreciate it. Now, what do I have in front of me? Well, this is a 2022 Honda Ridgeline, the Black Edition. Black Edition just means that every trim pieces are black around the car. This has a V6 engine that makes 280 horsepower, made it to a 9-speed automatic. I'm going to talk about it, review it real quick, go for a quick drive. I'm at the IMPA test day event at Bear Mountain Park. Stay tuned, that is coming up next. Okay folks, let's start the beginning of this review, exterior review walk around in the back. Being that this is a pickup truck, I do like the dual exhaust on each side. This particular trim has the parking sensors all around. All over here, you got the release for the tailgate, which I'll show you guys in a second. Of course, backup camera, being a modern vehicle, backup camera's right there. And something cool that the Ridgeline does, you can open the tailgate in two different ways. So ways number one, you pull your hand in here and the tailgate opens like so. So you have easy access to this thing, which is awesome. Get in here, load all your gear and put all your stuff in here. Underneath storage right here, lives right here, lockable too, because you can lock it for security purposes. So here you have your compact spare tire, jack, tow hitch, and a couple of items. And this is a very deep well, and you could use this as a cooler because it does have a drain plug. So you can take this drain plug here, put ice or whatever the case may be, and have a nice kick-ass tailgate party. So this of course is not a body on frame vehicle. This is a unibody pickup truck. You do have another little storage cubby in here. So, and you do have a power inverter, so you do have connectivity for power right there. Certain models do get an onboard sound system for the tailgate. So that's one way to open the tailgate. The other way, of course, is the traditional way. So open it like so, and voila, you have a nice, I'm gonna say maybe 4.5 to 5 foot bed, give or take. This is a 4-door vehicle. So let's continue walking around the 2022 Ridgeline. This is the all-wheel drive Black Edition model. You have LED combination taillights, so you have LED here, incandescent turn signal, incandescent reverse lights. This guy is sitting on 245 60-inch Firestone all-terrain tires, very meaty, grippy tires. Because it's the Black Edition, you get nice black polished wheels. Very nice. You got the gas cap there, of course. And walking around it in the front, if you don't know what you're looking at, it looks just like a Honda Pilot. But because it shares its platform with the Honda Pilot, of course. This is basically a Honda Pilot without the third row seats in the back. So you still have your traditional daytime running lights right here. This has LED headlights for low beam, incandescent high beam. This model does have the fog lights right there. Correction, that is not the fog lights, that is the turn signal. Fog lights is down here. So you get the fog lights down there. And overall, it's a good truck. It's a good looking truck. Not too bad. So let's take a look at the interior, the tech, and then we go for a quick drive and final thoughts. Okay, let's take a look at the engine bay. This of course shares its powertrain with the Honda Pilot. This is Honda's true tried and true V6 motor. Makes 280 horsepower, made it to a 9-speed automatic. And it just works. It's a very reliable powertrain. No issues. Being a Honda, this would be bulletproof reliability and have zero problems. And let's take a look at the interior of the Ridgeline. Excuse me folks for the background noise. And stepping inside, the materials are nice. You got nice kind of like rubber material over here. You do have soft padded materials here. Sensors for the blind spot warning are inside instead of on the mirror, which is different. This model has memory settings for 2 drivers, mirrors, and seat. And stepping inside, this is of course a pickup truck, so the stepping height is a little high than traditional vehicles. You do have controls here for the backup sensors, traction control on and off, the bed lighting, the AC inverter that lives, the 400-watt inverter that lives in the trunk, in the bed, heated windshield, automatic braking on and off, lane departure warning, lane keep assist on and off, mirror adjustment, and econ button here. And stepping inside, it's typical modern day Honda. If you are familiar with Honda products, and specifically the Honda Pilot, which is basically shares the same platform, it's almost identical to a Pilot. You do have, let's look at the window sticker here. In terms of the size of the infotainment screen, I am gonna say it is, looks like an 8-inch infotainment screen, 8 or 9-inch infotainment screen. So this of course has backup camera. You could have Android Auto. This particular trim does have factory navigation, so it looks like it's Garmin based. If anybody's used Garmin in the last 20 years, you'd be familiar that this is identical to a Garmin navigation. Yep, definitely a Garmin based navigation system. But of course this has Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, which you can connect right here. Right there you can connect your connectivity. It does have 3 level heated seats. You do have a traditional sticker style power outlet. This particular model does have a wireless charging pad. This is the shifter. So P right here, push reverse right here to go in reverse. And there's the camera with trajectory lines and multiple angles. So you got wide angle and you got a top down view. So when you're hooking up a trailer, you can kind of see where it is. And then of course drivers right here. And this is the different drive modes for the car. So you have normal, snow, mud, and sand. So you got different little animations there on the cluster. And then of course you have the engine start stop system on and off button, and that's pretty much it. Overall, this is huge. You got a huge cubby in here. You got more USB in here, more USB ports. You have another cigarette style power outlet in there. This is the key, traditional Honda accurate key, nothing really special. Cup holders here, piano back, unfortunately. You do got a little armrest right here, paddle shifters on this particular trim. You do have a decent, this one has a little decent sized sunroof, not too crazy. And that's pretty much it. Let's take a look at the back seat. Infotainment wise, it's traditional Honda infotainment. Nothing really crazy, but this vehicle does have, I mentioned that when I was in the back, it does have trunk bed audio, which means that this would play, you could set the system to play audio only on the truck bed, which is pretty cool. So normally it's outside, you could turn it on so it can play only out there if you have like a tailgate party, which is a nice little neat trick. All right, let's take a look at the back and the flexibility of the back seat. So I'll take you guys with me. Let's do that real quick. So stepping in the back seat, I am about 5'8". The seat is adjusted to how I drive, and it's a little tight. I mean, this is not the biggest thing in the world. And you do have a cup holder right here on the door, and the same thing on the other side. You do have cup holders here, and that's pretty much it. I'll show you guys the cargo area in a second, and stay tuned for that. Okay, so excuse me again for the background noise. I'm on the side of a major roadway. So the seats, as you guys can see, leather seats nicely. You could pull this handle and do this for extra cargo capability, and the same lever on the other side. So if you have weird, awkward items that you don't want in the bed, you can just put them in here and carry them safely inside the truck. It does have a little power operated rear glass, so you can control from the front, rear climate vents. And that's pretty much it, folks. Let's go for a quick drive of the 2022 Honda Ridgeline. All right, let's drive the 2022 Honda Ridgeline Black Edition. Put it in drive. You got to push this little button here, and let's go for a drive. Let's turn that. Go for a quick drive of the Ridgeline, and off the bat, not too bad. The engine is peppy. It does drive very well. Of course, it does drive. It drives like a car because this is based on the Honda Pilot platform. So Honda Pilot, of course, is the sister car for this. I love the engine note. I love how it sounds. This is my first time driving a Honda Ridgeline, and I'm sure the Pilot's going to drive the same, just feel a little bigger. But unless you look back, you cannot tell you're driving a pickup truck. Overall, very nice. I can see why people will pick this up. This is definitely, and I fit in this category. This vehicle is the perfect pickup truck for non-pickup people. Like if you don't care about towing capacity and all this macho pickup truck stuff, this is it. This is perfect. I personally don't care about towing and all that stuff because I'm not towing anything, but if I ever need a pickup truck for doing a Home Depot run, Target, or whatever the case may be, this is perfect. For any homeowner who once is very active in doing a lot of home stuff and projects, you cannot beat a Honda Ridgeline because of that. And so far so good. I mean, it has paddle shifters here. Of course, you could have a little bit of sporty driving if you need to for passing and merging into highways. And the engine, of course, is going to be responsive, being that it's not a CVT, thank God. It is a 9-speed automatic, so it will have, quick shift. And I noticed that already just taking off with it. The seats are comfortable. Again, I'm 5'8". I'm not the biggest person in the world, but for somebody my size, it's very comfortable. I feel like it's a very snug fit. This can get a little weird, but I guess you can adjust the angle of this. If you don't like this, you can just take it off and just leave it like that. But overall, it's a comfortable cruiser. Very comfortable pickup truck. Unfortunately, I'm stuck behind a car in front. There's a car in front of me. I can't really open it up as much as I would love to, but let me turn around, find a way here to turn around, and so I can be able to open this thing up a little bit. Even though, of course, this is a pickup truck, not a race car. But let's see if I can pop a U-turn somewhere. But anyway, guys, this has been my first look and review of the 2022 Honda Ridgeline Black Edition. I will leave the description area in terms of price point. I don't have the price point information here in this window sticker, but I will leave the information in the description below for you guys to see. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you. Stay safe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.